Good morning. It's Monday, September 16, 2024. Peace is a part to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this morning, banks, schools closed to mark public holiday today. Oil marketers await official petrol price from NNPC as Dangote refinery begins supply. On the foreign scene, FBI investigates attempted assassination on former U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida. Details of these and more after this break. Yeah, welcome back. I'm Ifechukwumoyele with the news. Now, banks, schools, and public offices will not open across the country today. The federal government declared today as a public holiday to mark the celebration of the Eid al-Mawlid, the birth of the Holy Prophet. Meanwhile, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has asked Muslims in the state to show love, tolerance, perseverance, patriotism, and commitment to the growth and development of the state. Governor Fubara said this in his message to felicitate Muslim faithful on the occasion of the birth of Prophet Muhammad. The governor also charged the faithful in the state and across the country to commit to ensuring that they continue to benefit from the genuine policies and programs of government. Moving on now, a group, Rivers Restoration Movement, is appealing to political leaders in Rivers State to allow the Ijaws complete their 8 years as governor based on the principles of equity, fairness, and justice. The group, in a statement signed by its Director General Johnson Georgewell, was reacting to a statement by a group known as Ogoni and Oyibo People's Assembly, which asked for a power shift to the Ogoni Oyibo bloc. It said the Ijaws for 23 years supported all other ethnic groups to be in power for 2 tenures of 4 years and have shown loyalty to emergence of every administration. The group pledged its loyalty to the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and also associated with the Ogoni and Oyibo People's Assembly on most of their issues, but said their statement that the Ogoni Oyibo formed the strongest voting strength after the Ikweres is not true. It said the riverine Ijaws covers 10 local government areas in River State out of the 23 local government areas. It also added that it believes it's too early to start playing politics since they do not intend to distract the government at all levels. But silence most times isn't golden, so as not to allow facts to be misrepresented. In the meantime, the Onyishi Eche of Eche land, Eze Emmanuel Oporum, has scored Governor Siminalayi Fubara high in governance. He scored him high in areas like economy, security, infrastructure, health, human development, and education. Eze Oporum stated this while addressing journalists at the end of the Eche Ethnic Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs meeting on the 10th of September at his palace in Ndashiche. He appealed to Governor Fubara to remember the families of the founding fathers of River State by extending his empowerment programs to the heroes and their families. The monarch also appealed to the governor to consider and award the contract for the construction of Eguiafara Umaturun Dashi Road, completion of the zonal hospital in Okehi, and upgrading of General Hospital in Iberi-Omoma. He, however, urged the people of Eche to continue in their support towards the success of the Fubara administration. In another development, a group, Eche Movement for Good Governance Simplified Support, has commended the Caretaker Committee Chairman of Eche Local Government Area, John Otamari, for embarking on his second phase empowerment program for the people of the area. Director General of the group, Chinedu Lebechi, in an interview with newsmen, said Ms. Otamiri's performance in nearly 3 months in office has shown that he is a perfect example of competence, capacity, integrity, and determination.
A silent achiever, and now people can begin to see the silent achievement part of the peace-loving man. So I think last week Friday, people were happy. Everybody in the chair, I believe, was happy. When people are happy, God is also happy. So the great achievement of the CTC chairman is bringing joy to the people. So he will do more, and by God's grace, he is taking the chair people to the greatest heights.
Now, on their part, Assistant Secretary of a Che Movement for Good Governance Simplified Support Group, Joko Rash, and a member, Obin Nawankwo, noted that the Che CTC chairman has demonstrated capacity and proven that he is committed to the well-being of a Che people.
The chairman of a local government in the person of Honorable Barrister John Ngobotamari has performed beyond expectation. In fact, in the history of HA, both elected and appointed, this strides, this level of achievement, we've not recorded it in HA. I want to say thank you. And we equally want to say, let HA people come and join him together to support him to do more. We expected more from government. Yes, government is government of the people, but HA people are so happy, and we're happy, and we're happy.
I say, without missing words, I cannot even measure the kind of development he has brought HA. If you look at the crowd that day, we are all happy because he has touched the lives of almost all that were there. So I want to sincerely thank the governor for giving him this opportunity to serve HA at this critical time. And now people can beat their chest to say that, yes, this chairman is the best since we have been seeing chairman, whether elected or appointed.
Now, the Eche Ethnic Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs has forwarded a radio announcement made by Silvanus Amifule declaring open the New Yam Cultural Festival of the Ozozo clan. In that announcement, Mr. Amifule addressed himself as the Onyishiagworo of Ozozo clan. But the Supreme Council, in a statement signed by its General Secretary, Hezekiah Wamibulim, clarified that it is on record that the duly elected and coronated Onyishiagworo of Ozozo clan remains Eze Josiah Nwagu until the court says otherwise. The statement further warned that anyone or group of persons misinforming the public to desist forthwith and urged the public to disregard the radio announcement. According to documents cited by our correspondent Silvanus Amifule, and 3 others took Eze Josiah Nwagu and 2 others to court over who is the Onyishiagworo of Ozozo clan in 2019. The court has yet to give judgment on the matter. And now the Caretaker Committee Chairman of Emoha Local Government Area, David Omereji, has flagged off the construction of a 1-kilometer road at Rumwada Obakiri. Ms. Omereji charged the people of Obakiri to always support the administration of Governor Fubara as more dividends of democracy will come to them. He also said the contractor has been mobilized and he expects the completion of the project soon. The CTC chairman and other prominent leaders of the local government area also visited the completed Ubimini Road project, the ongoing Eweda Police Station, the Elele Alumni Health Center, where he advised the people of Emoga to continue to be peaceful to allow for development. Speaking during the flag-off of the road project at Rumwada, Sam Agwo thanked the chairman for choosing Obakere and promised that they will collectively ensure that the contractor does not have any issues as the project is ongoing. Other dignitaries who accompanied the chairman were Chinedu Tasie Ndidierim, Sonny Ewule, Collins Amesi, Ted Ote, Nchelem Ojo, Dr. Emmanuel Oma, Dr. Emmanuel Ozobot, among others. Still to come, oil marketers await official petrol price from NNPC as Dangote Refinery begins supply. Still with us.
Okobe people say thank you to Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The people of Okobe
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Greater Port Harcourt City Development Authority says the new Port City project in Eleme will improve industrial development and attract a boost in the revenue of River State. The acting administrator of the organization, Tonte Davis, said this while speaking to journalists after a strategic meeting with Rainbow Heritage, the developers of the recently flagged off new Port City. Dr. Davis revealed plans to partner key stakeholders in the developmental initiative.
Next hub is the Elebe area. Considering the industries that are there, so you need this development that will integrate all of those developments around that corridor. Cities are not developed in one day. Cities evolve and they grow. So it's not just infrastructure development, it's an embodiment, economic growth. And in this city, it's like a one-stop shop. It's not just residential, it's not like an estate. That's why it is called Newport City. It's residential that will service industries there.
Dr. Davis also assured that the issue of encroachment will be tackled to ensure the smooth running of the project. On his part, the board chairman of Rainbow Heritage Group, Tony Ebele, said the new port city would be designed to meet the needs of its occupants.
Port Harcourt is expanding and there's little land to really expand Port Harcourt the way we'd like to see it. And what has happened is that there are a lot of unplanned areas in Port Harcourt. What the development is going to do is to bring in a planned modern estate. That part of the East-West Road and Port Harcourt are gradually merging together as one. People are living on the escapes because of better facilities, better roads and all. You don't even need to go out because you'll have work there, you'll have entertainment there, you'll have schools, you'll have hospitals. The full complement of what a city will give you. Now, this city is 1,000 hectares.
Moving on, a social-political organization in River State known as Onelga Connect Initiative has formally inaugurated its local government executives and ward coordinators. The inauguration was done alongside a leadership retreat over the weekend at Omoko, headquarters of Oba, Ebe Mandoni local government area. Speaking at the event, one of the leaders of Onelga, John Obuku, charged the executive to work assiduously to foster peace and unity in Onelga.
This is a significant milestone for us as we come together united by one passion for Onega prosperity. To the HEA executives and ward coordinators and the executives, let me implore you that as we gather here today for this study retreat, let's all take this opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen our resolve to serve Onega better. Also to call on all sons and daughters of Onega holding public office to unite in support of similarly Fubarai to attract development to Onega.
Also speaking, the chairman of Onelga Connect Initiative, Isidore Nwokocha, said the event marks a significant milestone in the development of Onelga.
Once you take up leadership position, if you are not bold, you won't be able to speak for your people. As other people or as Onega people, we are trained to respect elders. But when you are speaking for your people, that should prepare you to be bold. To be able to be an OCI member, you must be bold. As a matter of fact, nobody in Nigeria knows Onega as the highest oil and gas producing local government. We have to tell our story. If you don't tell your story, nobody will hear you. We inaugurate you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The keynote speaker, Professor Justin Gabriel, in his address titled Empowering Leaders, Enhancing Governance, advised leaders in Nigeria to be collective in their thinking and actions. Also, some of the attendees applauded the initiators of OCI.
Our leader, you need to think for the benefit of the entire system. Think OCI, that's the system thinking. How will this organization survive? Not about myself, not about my benefit, but about the interest of the organization.
A big thank you to the initiator of this initiative for trying to connect Onelga, not only to River State, but to the center and to the international world. The United Nations should hear us, America should hear us, Canada should hear us, indeed the rest of the world should hear us.
To me, today is a turning point in my life because I've had what I've not had before. We have endorsed OCI.
Away from that, the Coalition of Human Rights Groups and Community-Based Organizations says the introduction of the USSD initiative by the River State Board of Internal Revenue is a significant step forward in modernizing tax collection and enhancing revenue generation for the state. A statement by the coalition's Director Mobilization, Biori Norman Nwokoma, and Secretary, Rivers Rescue Mission, Dab Asisi Oyibo, applauded the chairman of the board, Chiboso Aholu, for spearheading it. They congratulated Mr. Aholu for what they called his visionary and progressive approach in the state revenue generation. The statement described it as a proactive measure that reflects a strong commitment to innovation and professionalism benefiting the state's financial health. They encouraged other sectors, including security and other government agencies, to embrace digitalization in their operations. The statement said the adoption of USSD technology will play a key role in reducing theft and closing gaps in tax collection processes. It said the new system will help maximize state revenue. Moving on, the Andoni Area Traditional Rulers Council has warned those obstructing the smooth construction of the Ngo-Oyorkoto Road recently awarded by Governor Fubara to stop. The council said it will not hesitate to furnish the River State government and security agencies with the names of the identified youths should they cause further hindrance to the road construction. Speaking after an emergency meeting of the traditional rulers, the Vice Chairman, Andoni Area Traditional Rulers Council and Paramount Ruler of Ataba Kingdom, King Benson Ngwenre, assured Governor Fubara of their determination to play a critical role towards the completion of the Ngo-Oyorkoto Road.
Whatever they did to stop work, all those structures have been removed, and we are giving the governor assurance that that kind of thing will never happen again. First of all, we want to thank the executive governor of Rivers State, who is also an Obolo son, for wonderful job he did for us. The Andoni Ogoni Unity Road. On his own volition, he decided to extend the road to Irokoto. And one will expect on that note that every person in Andoni should give cooperation to the construction job. So we were very disappointed when we got this. And by the grace of God, we have been able to nip the problem.
King Ngwere, who is also the chairman of Obolo Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers, commended Governor Fubara for prioritizing the development of Andoni, saying further measures have been taken to ensure that no one interrupts the development drive of the governor in Andoni.
As traditional rulers of the land, we will make sure that the whole of Andoni local government will continue to support him wherever he goes, especially being his Obolo son. And we ask him to forgive our children who did this thing, and we are behind him. In fact, we have already decided we are going home to summon a meeting at Aburubulu where all the CDC chairmen or members of communities around that axis will be assembled, and we are going to warn them that this should be the last time that kind of thing is done again on this road project, because we are not going to take it kindly with any other person.
The Andoni Traditional Rulers Council also expressed satisfaction with the performance of the Andoni Caretaker Committee Chairman Reginald Ekan, saying his programs and policies are timely and impactful. The meeting had in attendance the member representing Andoni Opobonkoro Federal Constituency, Awaji Inombe Kabiante, and the Andoni CTC Chairman. And now the president of the Diocesan Christian Men's Fellowship Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion Ahoda Diocese, Tim Ahiakwo, has encouraged men not to be discouraged by the difficulties they face, but to rely on the promises of God. Mr. Ayako said this during the 6th edition of the Diocesan Christian Men's Fellowship Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion Ahoda Diocese, held at St. Cyprian Parish in Mbiama, Ahoda West. Mr. Ayako said the conference provides an opportunity for men to renew their strength in the Lord to overcome the challenges.
Let
not your hearts be troubled. Believe in me, believe in God. And so these problems we are facing, which is for us today, if Christians now, especially the men, focus on God's word, the scriptures, believing in God, knowing that Jesus Christ is the answer to our problems, definitely all these things will be a thing of the past. That's why the men are here to look at the scriptures. Especially times like this, you know what we are passing through in Nigeria, and they believe that with God, all things will be possible for them. That's the interest the men have, so that they can comfort themselves and know that there's a living God who can take care of them, who knows about them.
The Secretary of the Central Planning Committee, Obowike Ewo, also spoke on the significance of the conference.
As you know, men are the leaders of every family. And if you are not spiritual, if you don't come together, you cannot serve God in isolation. It's only when we gather, actually carries, deliveries, and we learn, we criticize, we appraise, and then provide solution to constraints. So we also gather here to pray together, to evangelize, to grow spiritually.
Our correspondent reports that the 4-day men's conference with the theme Let Not Your Heart Be Troubled had lectures and other activities. In other news, President of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Abubakar Mai Gandhi, says his members are yet to receive petrol price from NNPC, the sole off-taker of petrol from Dangote Refinery. This is NNPC officially started. This is as NNPC officially started the loading of petrol from the Dangote refinery on Sunday. But the NNPC says it will not set the market price of petrol in Nigeria as it is now a marketer. On the international scene, former U.S. President Donald Trump says he is safe and well after what the FBI says appears to be an attempted assassination of the former president at his Florida golf course. That's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Banks, schools, and public offices were not open today to mark public holiday today. Oil marketers await official petrol price from NNPC as Dangote Refinery begins supply. And on the foreign scene, FBI is investigating attempted assassination on former U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida. The news was edited by Choma Ezewafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyali. Many thanks for listening.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info will be